Hi guys, welcome back to Freeze Drying Mama. Today we are going to do some fun soups and chili because I think chili is a great comfort food, and I probably already did a video of these, but we're doing chili again. So guess what? Double dose chili. It's fine. Everything's fine. I have a lot of videos that I want to get up, but I really love doing the reconstitution on the soups. It's on most reconstitution videos, but I really like doing them on the soups because people wonder, well, just how good can soup be, right? I actually have, so my husband did chili, which he's such a sweetheart. So I did some in this bowl, and we're gonna, you can see, doesn't look edible. You can actually eat it. I love chili. You can eat it just plain like that, which is great to do like when you're hiking, camping, end of the world. If you happen to have an end of the world situation, let me know. But you can seriously do that, okay? The soups that I did cream of chicken soup, and these are just canned ones. I'm not one of those fancy people who makes my own cream of chicken soup because I don't have time for that. I do have time to have my husband make time to put it on the trays. That sounds terrible. I actually just heard myself say that out loud. It sounded better in my head. Okay, so my husband, I have time for my husband to put them on the trays. He does so good. And then I have the time to pull them off and taste them. Yes, they're so good. I'm not gonna cook with that. But you can see that's the cream of chicken soup. It just looks like a wafer. And then we have the cream of mushroom soup. Now what's interesting about the cream of mushroom soup is it has it looks almost like a layer, like when grease goes on the top of like a soup, like a chowder, and it almost looks like it kind of congealed. Cream of mushroom soup looks like that too, but it's because of the cream and the mushroom coloring. It's not because it's bad. So you can kind of see how that worked out, okay? And I'm gonna try this one too because I love both of them. Oh, so good. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about first is the chili, because we have a lot of things we can talk about with the two cream soups. Cream of soups? Cream soups. We'll call them creamy soups, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna come down, we're gonna look at the chili. My daughter's doing a great job of videoing today. And this is boiling water, and I put it in one of my kids' little fun plastic bowls because you can boil water in anything. And this is all you do. Again, you add your water. And because it's beans, you wanna give it a little extra time. Beans have that shell to go through. It's like a sponge. I'm gonna use another spoon to dump more water in there. And you can go chili pretty thin too. And this is one again that you want to let sit for a minute. So we're gonna let that sit. Now you can see as it's reconstituting right there, see that bean starting to slowly get darker? Let's add a little bit more right there. And if it's too watery, you can drain it off, or you can just let it sit a little bit longer. There's plenty of starches and those beans in there. Okay, so what I'm gonna talk about really quick is how you do the beans and why the chili works. So we did the Nally chili bean, like chili con carne. I don't know what that means. It's the meat and the beans is essentially what it is. And so the reason why you have a different kind of process here is because everybody's like, oh, beans are a great source of protein. Yes, absolutely. Beans are a terrific source of protein. However, there's more carbs in beans than there is protein.
It's carne.
Okay, husband's correcting me off screen. Carne, I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Meat.
Oh, chili con carne means with meat. So chili, which is supposed to be meat.
Chili is beans.
No, chili is, you and I've had this conversation. Chili is meat and you add beans to it. Chili is not supposed to be beans. Obviously, we have a differing opinion here. When we get on to Thanksgiving meals and we start talking about tryptophan and turkey, all war breaks loose at our house. Shh, watch your show. My husband, I will keep him because he's mine and he's so cute. Anyways, chili, meat with meat, which doesn't make sense to me. I'm watching you in there. The meat is protein, and so it slowly absorbs it, okay? It doesn't take on the water as fast as the carbs does. So the beans will normally, if it was just the beans inside of the casing and not with that bean casing, it would grab the water like that, like instant. But because we have this casing, and it's almost like a vegetable gelatin style of casing, that's what's around beans, is it protects them, it keeps the insides all good and in that shape, right? Well, that keeps it from reconstituting fast, which is what your beans want to do because they're all carbs. well, mostly carbs. I know people are like, oh, great sense of protein. That annoys me so much. It's not that great of a source of protein. However, the meat in here is a great source of protein. So to have both of them, the carbs, there's a little bit of fat in chili, not a ton, a little bit of fats, and then there's plenty of carbs. So chili is a great meal to have, like ready to eat, to take with you camping, hunting, end of the world, right? So if I was getting ready to bug out, I would make sure that I had chili as one of the meals in my 72-hour kit. So I'm gonna have you come back down here so we can see what this looks like again. So you can see how now this is actually looking like beans. Now it's not turning to flour. Oh, look, that one is a little bit. So see, it still needs a little bit. That's because of this that casing that's around beans. So you can see that. Okay, sorry about that. Now let's go into the cream of soups. I love this. Let's talk first about what we would do. So first, how we did this is we took the cans, and my husband took them, not me. My husband took the cans of the condensed soup and laid them in the trays, okay? No silicone mats, no parchment paper, nothing. Just put them in the trays so that they were flush with the lip. Sometimes I like to go over if it's me, but he's been doing a really great job of making sure that they stack easy in the freezer because I pull them out. And put them in the machine. So that's how you do it. And then we pre-freeze them to make absolutely sure we don't have any of that bubbling chaos, right, that you've seen in the drums. And then we put them in the freeze dryer. When we pull them out, they come out like wafers, as you've seen. They're literally hard, great stuff. Put them in the Mylar bags and they're ready to go, right? Add my oxygen absorbers, so on and so forth. Now, to use cream of chicken soup or cream of mushroom soup, it's the exact same thing as if you were going to cook the can with them. So you could put them into, like, let's say you make it I like to call them the white person's version of chicken enchiladas, because it's like, that's the one where it's the chicken and the rice, and then they're mixed with the cream of chicken soup and sour cream, and you add like a lot of cheese on it and wrap them in those white flour tortillas, and then you somehow add like salsa to them. Yeah, I love those. They're amazing, but I know I've never seen them in a Mexican restaurant. But what you would do with this is you would add water to it. So I'm gonna have my daughter come down and we're gonna do the cream of mushroom soup and the chicken at the same time. So literally, and since these are creamy, again, remember, carbs will absorb your water faster than the fats will. Although the cream of chicken did amazing. And my daughter and I don't eat these because there's a lot of carbs in these soups. Especially those that say that they're like the lower fat ones. They actually have more carbs than you would think. So if I was going to cook with this, I would make sure that this was nice and reconstituted, mixed in really well. You can see it slowly trying to attach onto that water. And that's because, again, there is fats in there. And those phospholipids don't want the water as much. It just is what it is. It just has to slowly let it work, just like those cheeses. Let it work slowly. It will work. It just takes a little bit of time, okay? Then with the cream of mushroom soup, same thing. You can see even where the water is over here, it doesn't even really want to mix with it. Cream of mushroom soup, I was looking at this one and it seemed to have a little bit more cream in this one. So what I would do with this is I would treat it just like I was going to treat it and mix this in with, if you do like the chicken and broccoli casseroles, this would be great with that. Mix with that with some of your freeze-dried sour cream and it will do really, really good. And you just keep mixing it until you get to the consistency that you want. If you like this kind of soup, which I love this kind of soup. Oh, I might have to try this once I get it a little bit more. Bear with me. Look at that. That looks kind of creepy, huh? Look at the mushrooms. Okay. So see how that top that we were talking about, that congeal thing because of the fats? Okay, I'm actually going to try. Well, and I think the texture would be better if I cooked it. Are you saying like no more on the cooking it? Okay. I'm going to try this one. Oh, look at that mushroom. Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. You think I should? Oh, yeah. If I freeze dry it and I reconstitute it, the carbs don't count, right? They don't count? Oh my gosh. I don't even want to wait till that's all the way reconstituted. That flavor is amazing. And I think the reason I like it like this is because I can pick how watery I want it. It has, you know, I love cream of mushroom soup. Since I went keto, I don't eat it as much because there are a lot of carbs in it. And so I started making my own cream of mushroom soup. But I love canned cream of mushroom soup. It's so yummy. What's your favorite soup? You put that in the comments and tell me, and maybe we'll do a reconstitution video with that. Oh, don't let me eat anymore. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, So there's lots you can do with reconstituted soups. Again, you can cook with it. You can sit there and eat it like if you have to as a wafer. There's so many calories and stuff in there because not only is it freeze dried, but it was condensed before then, right? It was concentrated. So you're getting a lot of food in there, a lot of nutrients. So there's a lot you can do with it. Put it in those casseroles, mix it up with soup, make sure it's boiling nice and hot and reconstituted. And let me know what your favorite is, and I think we should try another one. I want to try tomato soup now next. I think that would be really fun. So, thanks for joining the family. Hit subscribe, hit the little bell dingy thing so you don't miss any notifications of when my next one's up. And watch out for some of those that I've got coming. We've got some really fun ones coming. So, I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I hope that you're doing well. Thanks.